Hello YouTube people, welcome to Melvin Thinks, and today this is episode number 1 of our non-alcoholic beer testing. Now I quit drinking in August, was it? Sorry, my partner is sitting opposite the camera at the moment, so I'm just talking to her because she's going to help with this video today.
She's nodding.
She's nodding. So I quit drinking in August of this year. I'll do a video later in the future with regards to why and how I've been since that point. But I've been on the discovery and I've just been super surprised by the amount of choice available to us for people that don't want to drink alcoholic beer anymore. And it tastes really bloody good.
Some of them do.
Some of them do. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
We're going to find out which ones.
Yeah, so...
Shall we have a go?
We're going to have a go. So the 4 that I picked today, these are the ones that I stumbled upon first. They're more readily available in your supermarkets, so they're easy to get hold of. But my plan is later in the series and in later episodes, I'm going to touch upon some of the bit more obscure brands and some of the sort of like the microbreweries and things like that. That's the plan. But yeah, today we're going to start with these 4. So I've already tasted these before, but I just want to give you a bit of an idea of what I think about them.
So Mel, of the 4 beers you've chosen, which one would you like to start with?
I think we're going to try the Heine first.
My least favourite.
Well, I think, what did you say? You said just when you thought Heineken couldn't taste any worse.
They take the alcohol out of it. Yes, I have been quoted as saying that.
Yeah, they took the alcohol out of it.
It's my least favourite lager.
On the other side, what am I trying to say? I don't even know.
This is before he's even opened the beer.
This is before I've opened a beer. These are quite readily available, I've noticed.
So what's it actually called?
It's called a Heineken 0.0
beer.
Alcohol-free pure malt lager. Unique recipe with Heineken A yeast.
And like a lot of them, it's blue, so that you can tell easily that it doesn't have alcohol in it. That's the identifier. Anything that's alcohol-free should have blue on the label.
Correct. Now, I remember the first time I think I'd gone drinking...
Do you want a glass?
No, thank you. I'd gone without drinking for about a month, and the first time I actually went out on a social occasion with some guys at work, and I went into the bar and asked them if they had any non-alcoholic beverages, and all they had was...
Milk.
Coke. So I picked the Heineken. So let's give it a taste. Now to me, that's a barbecue beer. Or barbecue lager, sorry.
What does that mean?
You get that nice, fresh crispness. To me, it tastes like lager. A very light lager, admittedly, because it's got no alcohol in it. So I remember being out at a work leaving do, and I had about 4 or 5 of these. And, well, admittedly, I wasn't drunk, but it made me feel a part of things, if that makes sense. I didn't feel left out because I wasn't drinking, or the guy that was drinking Coke and stuff like that. So it made me sort of reevaluate actually going out on social occasions, and just thinking, actually, I can go to a pub and not drink alcohol. This is fine. This is actually pretty cool. And I remember leaving on the end of the night and still knowing what I was doing.
What does it taste like?
I just told you. It tastes like lager. It tastes like 0% Heineken.
But does it taste like actual Heineken? Or is it completely different?
I think so.
Okay.
Why don't you try some?
Not for me. It tastes like beery soda water. But I'm not a lager fan, so we'll agree to disagree. Would you like to move on to number 2?
Number 2.
What would you like? Shall we go...
Erdinger.
Yeah, shall we go east to Bavaria?
Indeed.
Have your Erdinger Alkoholfrei.
So I'm just showing this up to the camera there. Yeah, this is the Erdinger.
Now, this is interesting because it doesn't describe itself as beer.
No, it describes itself as a refreshing isotonic drink.
Ooh, show the camera.
Which, I don't know if you can see that. And this, I think, was this the first non-alcoholic beer that I'd had.
One of the big supermarkets had that one, I'm pretty sure.
You can always get this in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Always
I
in
think it might have been
Sainsbury's.
there. Go on then, crack it open, see what you like.
I'm just going to read this. Isotonic contains vitamins, reduced calories. This is a 0.5% beer, non-alcoholic beer, sorry. And that's an interesting thing. I've read this up. In Britain, for something to be considered non-alcoholic, it has to be 0%. However, in Europe, it can be 0.5%. I thought that was quite interesting.
Also, you still have the Think 25, so you still get ID'd, even with 0.5%.
Okay.
Yes, you still do. Because it's still classed as beer, even though it's low or no alcohol, which is slightly annoying.
Right, I'm just going to read this. The distinctively refreshing flavour of our isotonic first quencher Erdinger Alkoholfrei is what makes it so unique. Its purely natural ingredients supply the body with important nutrients in the form of vitamins B9 and B12. These help reduce tiredness and promote the normal functioning of the body's immune system.
Whoa. It's healthy?
It's a healthy, non-alcoholic 0.5% beer. Win.
Oh, it even says reduced calories. Come on,
Yeah.
let's have a taste now.
And it all just a little bit of extra scientific information. B12 also promotes normal energy metabolism, contains 30 milligrams per 100 mils and 150 milligrams per portion
Good for vegans.
of polyphenols. I don't know. A varied and balanced diet and a healthy lifestyle are important.
Loads more information than the Heineken.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that you like go out for a run and then start drinking this afterwards, but or
But you could.
after a workout. But I've had a lot of this, and I really like this. If I see this in a bar, I'll grab this straight away. Let's give it a taste.
Cheers.
Oh, it's lush. It does remind me of like the Belgian, like the wheat beers that you'd get. Yeah, very wheaty. It's weird because it doesn't taste like a beer, but it tastes good.
I think it's going to taste like a malt drink. A bit
Yeah.
like kvass, which is the Baltic and Russian bread. Isn't it made out of rye bread? Kvass, which is root beer. Russian root beer, original root beer.
Yes, I agree. It is nice, isn't it?
That's lovely. But it doesn't taste that beery.
No,
Oh, yes, it does. Hang on.
it's weird because the
Interesting.
initial sort of when it hits your lips, and when it hits your lips and then it sort of drives down a bit, you get that like that wheatiness and maltiness, and then it sort of
It doesn't taste fake. It tastes sort of a little bit malty and caramelly and a bit beery. Yeah, you could drink that easily. That's very nice.
And they do various alcoholic versions of it. Alcoholic. See, you
heard it here.
can get the placebo effect of drunkenness even with non-alcoholic beers.
Mel.
Next one on the list for episode number 1.
Ooh. Now this one, I believe you stumbled upon this in a Wetherspoons. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you want to tell the story?
I'll be brutally honest. Of all the places that serve non-alcoholic beer, Wetherspoons by far have the widest choice. And you get a menu in Wetherspoons for beer, which is just awesome.
Did you have to touch it?
Don't say that. But yeah, this is the other thing. When you go into a bar and you grab a non-alcoholic beer, let's be honest, you don't want to be that guy sitting there with the little 330ml bottle. You want to be one of the boys. You want a big man-sized drink. You want a 500ml bowl at least.
Dear. Can you show the nice people
And,
the label?
Go
Which is my favourite thing because it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Adnams, even before I stopped drinking, I used to drink a lot of Adnams. They make some great pale
This
ales.
is an ale rather than a lager or pilsner or
Yeah.
anything else.
0.5%, bold citrus flavours from Citra hops.
So you've got a lager, an isotonic drink, a stout and a pale ale. So
Yep.
it's quite a variety.
Yeah, I don't think you can compare them like for like because they're four
No,
very...
we're just tasting
Yeah,
them.
we're just tasting them. There's not any
Excuse
sexy information like there is for the Erdinger. But yeah, it's a citrus pale ale.
Is there not?
No. You've got the little thing at the front there.
Old citrus flavours. And it's citra hops, which I like to drink in a beer.
Yep.
A pale ale, anyway. Particularly the ones from M&S.
Again, you can get this for £1.30 usually, a bottle in
bad for
Sainsbury's.
Half a litre.
Yeah.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. I mean, I know what this tastes like, but yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I had to hide this in the fridge because I thought it would go missing before this taste test.
Excuse me, I'm getting wind. It's gorgeous. If someone was to serve that, excuse me, if someone was to serve that to me in a bar and it didn't have a label, I would honestly not know that that's non-alcoholic. It tastes great. It tastes like a pale ale, a very light pale ale.
It tastes like its counterpart, which is the one, again, I think made for M&S by Southwold. I don't know if it's an Adnams, but it's a Citra Southwold pale ale. A citrus pale
Possibly.
ale. And it's quite a similar taste. Obviously, sans alcohol.
Yeah, I think their brewery, I want to say, is it Dublin? No, it's not. No. Sorry, brewed in Suffolk. Sorry,
Suffolk,
Adnams, Southwold, Suffolk. Yeah, this would be like great with, I think, like fish and pasta dishes and
there you go.
Stuff like that.
Don't peel the labels down.
It's really nice. It's refreshing.
So this is the favourite so far, is it, of the three?
Yeah, if I'm in Sainsbury's, where all of these four drinks, come from.
That tastes like beer.
Yeah.
Well, it tastes like ale. Properly.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one every single time. If I'm in a bar and that's one of the choices of non-alcoholic beverages available, I'm ordering that one.
Okay. Shall we finish up the evening with the...
Yeah, I didn't even know this existed. I was at a barbecue. Actually, yeah, it was the last time I drank alcohol, and I noticed a family member was drinking non-alcoholic Guinness.
And driving, I think that's why.
I've got to be careful here because it always bursts open.
You lot should pay
That's been in
that kind of content. Would you like a coffee?
No, it's fine. It's been in the fridge for like over 24 hours. How is it still bubbling?
Because it was on its side.
Okay. It's even got a widget in it.
I think it's the widget that's to blame.
But yeah, this is 0% Guinness.
Do you want to pour it out?
Excuse me. No, I don't need to pour it out.
Okay. Cheers.
I'm probably looking down the camera for that shot. Yeah, I mean, that tastes like Guinness.
It is Guinness.
No, but I mean, it tastes like Guinness. If you were to do... I think if you went into a bar and someone said, can you get me a pint of Guinness? And they came back and that was in a glass and you started drinking it, I don't think you'd know. You might, if you're like a proper beer connoisseur, then you might be able to tell. But otherwise, I don't think you'd know the difference.
Okay.
I mean, you would after if you've had 4 or 5 of them and you've got no effects.
Does it taste like stout?
It tastes like stout.
Is it like a meal in a glass, as they say?
Yes.
Okay, so it's still got everything in it. What's written on it?
It says chill, open, pour and enjoy wherever, whenever, and then the same again. Mm-hmm. Do you remember when we went to Dublin?
I was just going to say, I don't remember them talking about it when we were pulling pints of real Guinness. They didn't really give us an option, did they?
No. If anyone out there on the interweb, if you ever go to Dublin, definitely go to the Guinness factory.
It's great. It's a good day out.
Yeah, it's yeah. Even if you don't like Guinness, just go for a laugh. It's good fun.
And if you do, you get 2.
Yeah.
At least 2.
Get a certificate for pouring a pint.
Try and join a group that doesn't drink.
Yeah, no, very good idea.
And then you end up drinking the ones they poured, which is not at all what I did. I did.
Yeah. Where was the other one? We in Dublin. We went to some whiskey. What's the whiskey they do? The Irish whiskey. It begins with a T.
Tullamore?
No. I'll think of it another time. But yeah, there's an Irish whiskey distillery out there as well, which did a really good tour. Mm-hmm. God, I miss Scotch and whiskey. I tell you what, that's one of the things. It's like, since I've quit drinking, I've not missed beer. Honest to God, I've not missed beer or lager because there's so much choice. And this is just 4 that we're testing today. I've tried a hell of a lot more, and we'll be reviewing and doing taste tests of those in later videos.
We're lucky enough to live near a nice little indie boutique micro pub, which has a fridge full of very interesting low and non-alcohol beers from all sorts of different suppliers, large, medium and very small. So we'll probably go down that avenue next.
Oh yeah, we're going to pick up a hell of a lot from them.
And we've tried a few of the gin style distilled elixir type things, which are a bit like, you know, a gin flavoured soft drink, and they're not bad. We've had a few of those sorts of things. They're quite syrupy.
But that's what I was alluding to, is that I've not missed beer or lager or ales because there's so much good non-alcoholic choice. However, we did try some non-alcoholic red wine, and it tasted like Vimto mixed with
vinegar.
It was bad. Yeah, it weren't great.
It was bad. I would have rather had nice fruit juice for the price, honestly.
So I do miss red wine, and I do miss Scotch.
But it'll catch up. The more people demand it, the more.
I don't see how you can make Scotch though.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have thought 20 years ago you would be able to make that so good. So it's just got to catch up. That's all. It's all alchemy. It's just magic of mixing of compounds. Anyway, let's not get too scientific. Taste it once again.
Yeah, I'll taste it a bit. Have you tried it yet? I can't remember.
Well, not that particular can, no. That's terrifying. I know why you did this one last now.
It's in a can. I can't put the lid back on.
It's got a nice, interesting flavour. It's definitely, you can taste all the barley and stuff in there. Nitrogen and hops, interesting. Yeah, it tastes roasted and it tastes malted, like it's actually been on a bit of a journey. That
chocolate stouty flavour.
Whereas the Heineken just tastes like it was diluted 5 minutes ago. That tastes like it's been made, crafted, if you like.
I mean, it says on it, contains not more than 0.05%, so you could give it to your kids if you wanted to.
I wouldn't go down that route.
That's why I don't have kids. Well, I think we've had enough for today. I'm going to be plastered tomorrow morning.
The plastering's been done.
Okay.
Right. Enjoy the rest of your Guinness, Mel.
Thank you.
Shall we leave the nice people to it?
Yes. Thank you for watching. Hope you've found this helpful. This is the first episode of hopefully many, because there's so much choice out there with regards to non-alcoholic beers, and I want to taste them all.
If you're driving, or if you just want to have a slightly less alcoholic January, or you feel like cutting out the booze a bit more, here's some good options. Yeah, dry January's coming up pretty much tomorrow. Find something you like, and you know, there's less stigma. You don't have to have a Coke or a J2O. You can actually have something that looks like a beer. Yep. Enjoy. And tastes like a beer. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye for now. Happy New Year, and look after yourselves. Cheerio.